Have you ever wondered if something as simple as what you do in the first 5 minutes of your morning could actually add decades to your life? Not just make you feel a little better, but truly extend the number of healthy, independent years you have left? Well, according to recent studies from top aging researchers and observations from long-living communities around the globe, your morning choices may matter more than you think. And no, we're not talking about supplements or some expensive gadget. We're talking about 4 simple, powerful, and life-extending morning habits that you can do starting tomorrow. So if you're over 60 and you want to wake up with more energy, sharper thinking, and a body that feels younger than the calendar says, you're in the right place. This is Wellness for Modern Seniors, and I'm thrilled you're here. Welcome back, my modern and unstoppable seniors. Now, stay with me until the very end, because what I'm about to share might just reset how you approach every day from now on and help you live not just longer, but better. Segment 1. Warm water before anything else, the silent lifesaver. Let's begin with something that might sound too easy to be important. Drinking warm water, plain or with a touch of lemon, before anything else. Not coffee, not tea, just warm water. Why? Because after 7 to 9 hours of sleep, your body is in a mild state of dehydration. Your cells are craving hydration to jumpstart every process, your brain function, your digestion, your metabolism, and even your heart rhythm. Warm water in particular relaxes your digestive tract, stimulates gentle elimination, and supports liver function. The lemon? It adds a dash of vitamin C, boosts bile production, and helps balance your body's pH. This simple act sends a message to your entire system. It's time to wake up and heal. I once met a lovely woman in San Diego named Teresa, age 86, who told me she starts every day sitting on her porch with a mug of warm lemon water. It makes my joints feel oiled, she said, and it gives me time to pause before life gets noisy. And she's right. The body wakes up better when it's hydrated. Seniors who make this a ritual often report fewer aches, better digestion, and even more regular bowel movements. And here's the secret sauce. Doing this consistently, over time, helps regulate your thirst again. Many older adults don't feel thirsty even when they're already dehydrated. So starting the day with a proactive sip of wellness can transform how you feel by lunch and how long you thrive over the years. Segment 2. 3 to 5 minutes of gentle body awakening, stretching with purpose. Next, once you've sipped your warm water, it's time to tend to your muscles, joints, and nervous system, all of which are stiffer in the morning, especially as we get older. And the solution? A simple 3 to 5 minute stretching routine. We're not talking about gym workouts or complicated yoga moves. Just intentional movement. Think gentle neck rolls, shoulder circles, ankle rotations, forward bends while seated, or raising your arms overhead while breathing deeply. These little movements wake up your circulation, help drain lymph fluids that pool overnight, and rebalance your body. For seniors, especially those over 70, mobility is freedom, and you protect that freedom not through intensity, but through consistency. A gentleman named Charles, who I met at a senior wellness event in Phoenix, told me this. I used to wake up and feel like a rusty bike. Now I stretch my calves and hips before I even stand up, and I move smoother all day long. And science agrees. Studies show that morning stretching improves balance, decreases fall risk, and keeps joints lubricated. Just like brushing your teeth, this doesn't have to be exciting. It just has to be done every day before you get distracted. You don't need a mat. You don't need a trainer. You just need a few quiet minutes. And trust me, your hips, spine, and shoulders will thank you. Segment 3. Mental clarity through breath, simple mindful breathing, or meditation. Now that your body is moving, let's care for your mind. Because what happens inside your brain in the first 5 minutes sets the emotional tone for your entire day. One of the most powerful habits you can practice, especially after 60, is quiet, mindful breathing. That's it. No app. No incense. Just your breath. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 2. Exhale slowly for 6. Do this 5 times. That's your start. Breathing deeply in the morning grounds your nervous system. It lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, balances blood pressure, improves focus, and may even reduce risk of dementia over time. Many seniors tell me that their mind starts racing as soon as they wake up. Worries about money, about health, about family. But when you choose to sit still and breathe, even for 2 to 3 minutes, you reclaim control of your mind instead of letting stress take over. A widower named Glenn, age 75, told me this habit changed everything. After my wife passed, the silence in the house was loud. But when I sit by the window and just breathe, I feel like I'm connecting to something deeper, like I'm still part of this world. That's the power of breath. It gives you presence. It gives you peace. And most importantly, it gives your body permission to relax before the news, the phone, or the world demands your attention. Segment 4. Morning gratitude or reflection. Feeding the spirit. Finally, perhaps the most underrated but spiritually powerful habit, practicing gratitude, reflection, or morning prayer. This doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be religious, but it does need to be sincere. Why? Because science has shown again and again that people who reflect on what they're thankful for, big or small, experience lower inflammation, better immune function, improved sleep, and longer life expectancy. Think about that. Something as simple as saying thank you can literally strengthen your body and sharpen your brain. You can do this silently in your mind, or speak it out loud, or write it in a small notebook. For example, say, thank you for my warm bed. Thank you for my eyesight. Thank you for the sound of birds. These small gratitudes rewire your brain to scan for joy instead of pain. And for seniors, especially those who've endured loss, grief, or physical decline, this shift in perspective is vital. I remember Ruth, a 91-year-old former school teacher from Michigan. She told me she writes 3 things in her gratitude journal each morning, no matter what kind of night she had. One day it was coffee was hot, knees didn't ache, and my grandson called. She said those 3 lines changed how she saw the rest of her day. Gratitude, especially in older age, is not just a moral virtue. It's a health practice. It's medicine for the mind and soul. So, my modern and unstoppable seniors, you don't need a gym, a trainer, or a magic pill to feel better or live longer. You just need 20 mindful minutes each morning. That's it. 5 minutes of warm hydration. 5 minutes of simple stretching. 5 minutes of deep breathing. 5 minutes of gratitude. It doesn't matter where you live, what shape you're in, or what yesterday looked like. Every single day you have a fresh chance to begin again. Aging well doesn't happen in giant leaps. It happens in small, quiet rituals repeated with love. These 4 morning habits can absolutely become your foundation. They tell your body you matter. They tell your mind you're safe. And they tell your spirit you still have a reason to wake up. Imagine where you could be in 6 months if you did these habits every single morning. Imagine how your blood pressure, digestion, balance, memory, and even relationships might improve. And here's the best part: these are free, accessible, and don't depend on anyone but you. So I invite you to start tomorrow, just one of them. Then build, day by day, step by step. You are not too old. You are not too late. You are exactly where you need to be to begin. Thank you for spending this time with us today on Wellness for Modern Seniors. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a moment of wisdom that could change your life. And I'd love to hear from you. Comment below. Which of these 4 habits are you excited to try first? Or share your own morning ritual. We love learning from each other in this community. Remember, your voice matters, your habits matter, and most of all, you matter. Until next time, take care of yourself and take those first 5 minutes tomorrow and turn them into a brand new beginning. One small change, one powerful morning, one extraordinary life.